What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE superstars are angry with WWE, and it's getting real backlash right now. Vince McMahon sees his next Eddie Guerrero. Rusev addresses rumors of him going to Impact Wrestling. Did two female WWE superstars confront the SmackDown stalker, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. But now let's hit the intro because it's now time for the news. Now our first story looks at WWE superstars being angry with WWE. Now, as we reported earlier today, a WWE trainer has tested positive for COVID-19, and the worst part is that the trainee was present at the Performance Center on 9th June whilst taping a number of matches for Backlash. This unfortunately means he was exposed to various top talent and staff. Talent that could include champion Braun Strowman, Edge, Randy Orton, and possibly even the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders, who all had their matches pre-taped. Now, considering the seriousness of the situation, as the virus has been present in the center for a number of days unnoticed, you would have assumed that WWE would have notified their staff immediately and cancelled tapings. However, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com reported that the talent would find out the same time as the rest of the world, presumably by the first person to report it, Ryan Satin, and WWE issuing an official statement to its talent via WWE's doctor. Sean Ross Sapp tweeted, "The talent I've spoken to say that they found out about the positive COVID-19 test when the rest of the world did. Last time they were informed via a talent relations app about 5 days before news broke." However, some wrestlers were given a heads up about the virus before the statement was made by WWE doctors. Why WWE gave this important information to only a few of its current superstars is currently unknown. Surely you would want all of your staff to know to reduce the risk. Now, risk of infecting others has become another problem. As you're well aware, NXT talent and staff has been brought into Raw, NXT and SmackDown tapings to act as fans. Now, apart from the Street Profits going into the crowd last night and high-fiving everybody, WWE have kinda maintained social distancing, with having each talent in the crowd 2 meters apart and plexiglass surrounding the ringside area. The problem was that the WWE banned talent wearing face masks. Yes, they banned talent from protecting themselves. Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer tweeted, "On top of nobody finding out about the COVID failure until it hit social media, I was told by multiple sources that WWE would not allow anyone in the crowd at the Raw taping Monday to wear masks." Now, why the hell did WWE do such a thing? Well, speculation behind this is that the crowd noise could have been muffled with the mask on, leading to a much lower sounding crowd. But if that was a problem, why not just pipe in crowd noise like they did with the Orton Edge match? But Dave Meltzer also chimed in with a reasoning behind it, mentioning the idea that you don't want to see masks on your television because they're not being fans if they're wearing masks. I mean, get out of here. Yeah, we'll have to agree on Meltzer on this one. That is incredibly ridiculous. Brian Alvarez is also reporting that the WWE brought in real fans for the 15th June television tapings, as according to Wrestling Inc.'s Raj Giri, Wrestling Inc. has learned that the fans are some of the local die-hard fans as well as friends of the wrestlers. They had to sign waivers to not take pictures or send out spoilers. They received a free t-shirt as well. According to Raja News, the small group of wrestling fans that were allowed in had to sign waivers and also had to fill out a COVID-19 questionnaire on how they are feeling, making sure they don't have any other symptoms. Now, whilst WWE have actually made an official statement saying that these weren't actually wrestling fans as reported, they were actually friends or relatives of the talent. They have admitted that no wrestling fan has been allowed in the center. However, the shadiness continues, that it's been reported that even with an elevated temperature, WWE has been allowing superstars into the center. WrestleTalk News reported that the WWE was doing the required temperature checks, but allowing superstars in even if they had a temperature, just in order so they could film. Now, with the banning of masks, the lack of communication, not following proper procedures if a person has an elevated temperature, many superstars are reportedly angry with WWE. Dave Meltzer stated that he has talked to various superstars behind the scenes who felt that WWE have been, in their words, irresponsible. Superstars are also angry at the fact that top superstars like Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn have also been able to take time off, while others haven't. According to WrestleTalk again, some of the roster that we've spoken to are becoming increasingly frustrated with the lack of communication from WWE during the pandemic, and some are considering asking for time off, as we've seen with Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. Now, tapings for both Raw and SmackDown have actually been cancelled for today, and WWE has finally started to test everybody for COVID-19. Now, in order to test for the virus, the superstars will have to undergo the uncomfortable swab test, which involves a swab being shoved right up the nose. However, Mojo Rawley tweeted a video of him taking the test, tweeting, "Precautionary COVID-19 testing. Gotta make sure we're healthy and safe to entertain the globe every week."
Doing the COVID test. Like right here?
Yeah.
Which nostril?
We're gonna do right.
Alright, here we go.
That's it.
Not to sneeze.
Yeah, you can do it.
That was easy. Why is everyone freaking out about
Right?
He then went on to say that the test is not actually that bad. "I'm telling you, this test is really not bad at all. No pain, just a weird feeling, so don't hesitate in case you need to take your test." Now, even though Mojo is in good spirits, WWE has no other choice but to take responsibility for its failure to protect its WWE superstars. If the virus has broken out in the Performance Center, they'll firstly need to make a deep clean, which will delay tapings even more, and not to mention if any top talent is sick, that means they will have to change programming drastically. Next up, we then asked the question, which may already have an answer by now, is WWE returning to live events soon? Now, as many in the States slowly allow limited public gatherings, fans are asking when the WWE will be returning to holding live events. Recently, Wrestling Inc.'s Mark Middleton discussed the potential return of live events. WWE still hopes that if it all works out, they should be prepared to hold regular live events by the end of the summer, according to PW Insider. This goes with the previous timeline of July or August that has been mentioned a few times in recent months. While WWE still has some events listed on Ticketmaster as of this writing, nothing is set in stone, but they do hope to be running before the end of the summer season. There is also hope that the company will be able to run events outside of television tapings at the Performance Center or NXT Arena on the campus of Full Sail University by August. However, not everyone is so optimistic that a return is going to happen right away. Other sources who confirmed the August talk believe that the time frame is premature. The whole process was described as being very day-to-day, with the plan and strategies quickly changing as officials work to establish various contingency plans. Now, when do you think WWE will resume running live shows with fans present at arenas or venues other than the Performance Center? Will the recent news of an infected wrestler change all this? We'll have to wait and see until all the test results have been done and see whether anybody else has contracted the virus. Next up, Vince McMahon sees his next Eddie Guerrero. A former WWE champion Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero was a legend inside and outside of the ring and sadly passed away way too soon. He's had countless memorable moments in WWE and a spot in the Hall of Fame, but Vince McMahon is currently witnessing what he believes is the next Eddie Guerrero on the roster. TalkSport's Alex McCarthy has reported that Vince McMahon has high praise for Angel Garza and even referred to him as a young Eddie Guerrero. That is incredible praise coming from the boss himself, and if he feels like that, it could translate into a massive push for Garza and even a championship reign. Next up, Rusev addresses rumors of him going to Impact Wrestling. Impact Slammiversary pay-per-view is coming up in July, and rumor has it Impact have signed a number of fired WWE wrestlers, showing them in past footage of Impact in a teaser trailer that included Carl Anderson, Micah Maria Bennett, and EC3, not to mention showing a Bulgarian flag which could indicate the debut of Rusev. Well, the Bulgarian Brute responded to the rumors on his Twitch stream saying, "As I said, any Bulgarian can go and debut. They may have had another kid from Bulgaria. I keep saying that. Could be anybody. Look, I don't know why you think it's me. I understand why you think it's me, but I can't confirm or deny. I don't want to confirm or deny. Maybe they want to pay me $1 million for one match. Who knows? Maybe I'll come in." What do you guys think? Will he debut in Impact Wrestling? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, did two WWE superstars confront the SmackDown stalker? Armando Alejandro Montalvo continues to make a pest of himself, showing up at the WWE Performance Center despite the WWE having a restraining order that bans him from getting close to the building. Montalvo seems to enjoy showing up and posting live streams of his strolls past the PC, but one live stream appears to have caught 2 female WWE superstars. Ringside News is reporting, Lacey Evans was heard on the video. We never turned the camera around, but it was definitely her. Then Dana Brooke joined the conversation. Both of them came out in an attempt to resolve things. They both encouraged Armando to come in and be a part of Raw. As we previously reported, they did allow some fans in the building this week, and it's unclear if Evans and Brooke were aware of Armando's history with WWE. To be honest, this sounds like nonsense, as the WWE already stated that fans weren't allowed in the PC, and why on earth would 2 WWE superstars try and invite fans off the road, especially this fan in particular, to come in and join and watch Raw? Whatever the case, the police need to handle this appropriately, as he doesn't seem to stop anytime soon. But there you have it guys, the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.